video game folks and viewers and watchers of Focus Game Bar and Movie channel. This is about a new GameWorld Show episode. This will about a rage, which is not a rage about ID Software's works, or particularly this work, but some fans, some video game fans, hated this game, or just thought it an average. And also there were and now too, there are many critics and video gamer journalists that who didn't like that much of this game, and sometimes I can agree with them and sometimes not. But now you can see that the graphics is really good, I think. This is the new engine of ID Tech 5 from ID Software, from John Carmack, the master of the graphics engines by OpenGL. So you can have an opinion about it. I can tell you that the characters are really good, almost as good or better because the time goes past and the technologies are upgraded, so maybe better than Half-Life 2's characters. And the good thing that they are varied. They are really various and unique. Each NPC, non-player character. Now you can see in the video just for the traveling part. Sometimes you can see some little towns, little fractions from the good side, and the big town, Wellspring, if I remember well. You can see that too. You can see mutants. In this game, mutants are almost everywhere. Mutants were populated Earth's many parts. Exactly this part, which is, I think, resemble and a little bit similar to Nevada from the USA, maybe, but I didn't travel to that place before, but from the pictures I can see maybe that this resembles and similar to Nevada, Grand Canyon, this place, but on an apocalyptic side, of course, because in this game is played in the near future, and there was a cataclysmistic bomb-like matter shower to the world, and it's terraformed almost many kind of terrains in the earth, and mutants appeared, and then the mutants inhabited the parts of the world, mainly this part where we, the hero, will attack them. So it's a really bad way to live, but mutants can live in that way. Many kind of mutants in this game, many kind of factions to be particular, and there are many kind of who are really fast. They can jump at you, they can jump sideways everywhere almost, so they are really fast, but also kind of types that they have really big strength or fight power or gun power, but also there are some slow ones, but they got really big health. So there are many kind of particular kind of factions of mutants in this game. and you will see some at the end of this video and in the middle of the video. But this game is not only an FPS game. This game is a hybrid of FPS and car racing games, because ID Software thought that this game needs a fresh new way, and this game got it by the Carmageddon. Maybe you know that classic video game, the Carmageddon, like car racing and car bridging way, not as good or as focused as it was the Carmageddon series, but it's really good thing in this game. It's a really bit a fresh type of gameplay to this game after the usual FPS gameplay what you may know knew from the Quake and Doom series. I think the FPS type of gameplay in this game, it's kind of similar to Quake and Doom, but a little bit fresh more, because sadly there are maybe less weapons in this game than the previous titles, Quake and Doom series from the ID Software developer, but there are 3 or 4 at least sometimes kind of ammo on the weapons, and every ammo and every weapons it's a little more different than the other one, and each weapon and almost each kind of ammo is good for much different thing than the other for the enemies, so it's a little bit good thing, I think. you can make different choices, so how to kill an enemy, or which weapon or ammo you must use, so it's a cool thing, I think. But sadly in this game there are not so much kind of enemies, and sadly there are not so much kind of weapons too, so it's a good thing and a bad thing also, because if they make more time and use more time for this game, maybe far more better game would come, so it's a sad thing. And also the other sad thing about the game, that they almost kind of communicated that this game will be an open world game or a sandbox type of game, but not. It's an illusion. So it's not that kind of game. It's a game of kind of Borderlands, but Borderlands are much larger too than this game, sadly, in the big terrain areas, similar to it, but it is a much more smaller one, sadly. You must only have the almost the desolation, like a sort of wasteland, so, and some little bit of faction little towns, cities, and the big city Wellspring, and that, and some some caves and some bandit places, but that's it, and some racing places, terrains. That's it, I can say so. So it's a really bad thing. This game could be a new type of Fallout 3, maybe too, and they didn't or couldn't do that. It's just sometimes a straight simple FPS, and with the terrains you can see far away. The graphics are still really good, and almost an HD pack or HD texture system, or I don't know what, in the far too and in the closer parts, but sometimes there are bugs, sadly, texture bugs in the close-ups and in the far away backgrounds too, so it's a really bad thing, but you can see really by far, and sadly you can't go everywhere you saw a great mountain background in the far. You want to go there, but you couldn't. So it's a really bad thing. For example, and also music almost nothing in this game. Almost nothing, because only sometimes it's loud up for your ear, and if it when loud up, it's almost an average or nothing kind of quality. And in an FPS game too, I think it's really not as good as you waited, but the sound system are really good. Is really good. Maybe you remember for Doom 3. Doom 3 has a unique sound system. Maybe this game uses that well as well, because use that as well, because maybe the similar system is around here. I think it's really good, really realistic, really loud, fresh. The weapon sounds, the synchronizing, the NPC sounds, voices. It's really good. And you can see maybe now, or you can saw now, in this video, the races, the different kind of races the game have. There is a qualifying kind of type. Just you race just with time, with the record time. You must defeat it, and you win. The second type is the normal race, as in Formula 1, for example. 5 or 6 participant race with each other. I think it's a really good type of race. You will be the first. You get the Golden Cup. The third kind of race is the gun machine kind of type of race. It's a machine gun kind of type of race. You buy or get a machine gun to the top of the buggy or car, because you have 3-4 type of cars: a little buggy, kind of quad, kind of Hammer, or a little bit kind of a Batmobile from the Nolan film universe. And if I remember right, you have another one, but I don't remember the name of it. So you can choose it from these type of cars, and you must buy a gun, a machine gun, and use it in this type of kind of race. The fourth and last part of the races is kind of rocket launch, rocket launcher kind of car racing. You put some rocketeers on the top of your car, and you use that for the enemies. The main thing that you must remember, that these two kind of last races, the machine gun and the rocket launcher kind of races, the main goal is not to shoot all of your enemies or hit them and throw them away in the terrain or the hill. The main thing, again, you must be in the top 3. Should be the top 1, the winner, of course, and not killing each other. You must kill the enemies, but they respawn again a little faster than you thought, and you too. If they kill you, you will respawn in just 1 minute, or in half minute. And the enemies too. The main thing that you must be first. Again, You can achieve that only that firstly you will not, or you should not be first in this type of race games, because the enemies in the back throwing everything at you, every rocket that they can, and or missile, and they will hit you and kill you, of course. So in the first parts of this type of kind of races, you must be second or third to can kill your enemies before, and then after it, near the end of the race, you must be first. So you can manage it, the killing side of the races and the fast racing side of this race. So it's must need a little bit more concentration, I think, than the first two kind of races. Then where you must only be the fastest one, and that's it. Here you must be the fastest one too, but you must careful for the enemy's attacks, and you must kill them before they kill you. So okay, it's a little bit more complicated, I think, than the first two kind of parts of the races. So that's my advice. You can win some racing points that can be used for averages for the cars, real type of many cars. You can buy some just signs or logos for the sponsors, maybe. You can buy an ID software logo too, kiddingly. So and there are some armors for your car's shield, and also there are many kind of weapons and ammos for them. The main thing that you need ammo, not just for your character, for the weapons. You need ammo many times after the races for your cars. The ammo is not too much in this game. You must need in every level and every quest almost buy some ammos for your weapons, for your cars weapons. So it's a good bad thing. Somebody can not think that it is a good thing, but I think it is a really good thing for this game, because there are sometimes many games, mainly in this hybrid FPS RPGs or racing games, ammo is everywhere. You have too much gold, too much ammo in this game. No, you haven't got too much gold. You have got too less of gold. So it's and too less of ammo. So it's a really good thing, I think. It's much more harder sometimes, but the fight system is enjoyable, but sometimes too easy, I think. I played on these videos on hard difficulty, and the hard part is not enough. I think it's almost just a normal or an easy normal kind of difficulty, not hard, because your health regenerate. So it's a little bit more of a console type game in this kind of part, the health system. There are not health packs, and it's a really sad thing when ID Software developed the FPS games. So it's a little bit disappointing, I think. Wolfenstein new part will be out in the end of this year, I think, and there will be health packs, armor packs in this game, which ID Software developed not. It's a little bit strange, I think. So it's a really bad thing, because the fights are not as hard as it need to be, and of course the game is really a bit too short. The average type of gameplay, I think, is 8 or 10 hours when you finished up this game, and that's it, or less if you have a professional FPS player. So it's a really bad thing, but the games has a great mood. The FPS fight system is enjoyable. the the racing type is really fresh for this genre, so it's really good. Some RPG parts, inventory systems, store system are in this game, quest system, but sometimes like Stalker and many kind of games who likes to be a hybrid RPG FPS game, not can manage it full 100%, and this game too. So it's mainly just more an FPS and racing game than an RPG, of course. So Borderlands 1 and 2 are more an RPG action game than this. So the graphics is good when you haven't got a bug, texture bug. So it's a really good game. I gave it an 84 percentage. So let's have a joy. It's a good game, but not as perfect from ID Software than we would await it, I think. So that's a goodbye. Bye.